let's just ignore the fact that I've been gone for almost a year. Skirt all niggas, skirt up all niggas, skirt down, you acting like me, acting like we wasn't more. Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry I disappeared and vanished off of YouTube, but if you have been keeping up with me, you know that I have been going to start with wipes, and I'm going to make sure my face is clean. You just have to remove the residue and like fallen dust and glitter from your face. So once you're done with that and you're sure your face is clean, it's a moisturizer. Now basically, if you have like a whole skincare routine that you usually do for your skin, I would highly advise you do that skincare routine before you do your makeup, because skincare is like one of the strongest foundation when it comes to base makeup. Like if your skincare is top notch, trust me, your makeup is going to be top notch. Although yeah, there's some steps that can mess it up, like if you don't blend with the right tools or if you don't blend the right way, the skincare probably won't make a difference. But if you notice major makeup artists, and I'm not saying as in follow what makeup artists do, you have to find your way, and this is advice from someone who was a beginner to someone who can confidently do her makeup and go out and feel amazing. If you're trying to do your makeup, always have a solid skin. Personally, I only use a moisturizer, but you can go in with the primer, you can go with the SPF. I highly advise use SPF on your makeup because sun and aging don't mix well, but personally I only use moisturizer. This moisturizer is the Fenty Hydro Visor, and it contains SPF 30. It contains SPF 30, so it's an all-in-one, which I highly advise. So yeah, I go in with this moisturizer and it gets the job done. Some people also add primer, some add more SPF, which is very good for your skin, but just make sure you have a nice moisturized base. Don't just go in straight with your foundation or straight with your concealer. You can do that with concealer because concealer isn't that bad, especially the skincare type of concealer, like the tints, that's fine, but your base makes a huge difference. There's makeup artists that you look up to, or like you like their makeup and their skin work. The skin work 9 times out of 10 is because of the skincare they use. Like they go in with a lot of things, you know, some even use fans, some use, just a lot is going on with the skin. The skin is where it's at. Like you have to make sure you have that protective layer, you have that moisturizing layer. So I highly advise get something that works for you. Like try out different products, not too much. I like to blend it in with a brush, so I'm using just this simple brush. I don't go by the instruction that companies give, you know, like when you buy some brushes they have, oh, for eyes, oh, contour. I don't go by those instructions personally, because if I need to do something and I see a brush and it's telling me it's for eyes but I need to use this for contour, I'm going to use it for contour. One, because it's mine, I can do whatever I want with it, and two, I know it's gonna get the job done, so it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to beat me for using a product how it's not meant to be used. Anyways, I'll apply my moisturizer on my skin, not too much. And personally, I don't like moisturizers. I don't use this on a daily. I'll use it when I'm doing my makeup. I'm going to use a brush now to just swipe it into the skin. When I'm done with that and I'm sure my moisturizer has set, I go in next with my foundation. And foundation I'm going to be using is the Milani Perfect Conceal and Perfect Foundation, and my own shade is in 09 Tan, which is hazel. I'm sorry, which is Hale. And I know you guys know this foundation. Like this foundation was the rave back in the days, and I just used this foundation once and it was like a perfect match to my skin, so I kept on using it. But right now I think I have to change the foundation because it's not blending well with me. And then I go in with just pumps to the skin. If you're someone that doesn't like heavy makeup look,
because sometimes when you use the brush, even though you're applying it the right way, it can leave streaks depending on the quality of brush you're using. If the quality isn't good or the hairs of the brush isn't good, it's gonna leave streaks either way, no matter how good you apply it. So I like to go in with the beauty blender. This just soaks in the product and it takes in any excess products that might be on my skin. One thing I realized I forgot to mention about the base whenever I do your makeup is color correcting. Color correcting is something I don't do. I've never done, but I do know how it's done based on what I've seen. If you don't know what color correcting is, it's basically using color theory to correct dark areas in your face. For example, the mustache. If you have a really dark mustache that appears whenever you put on foundation or put on makeup and you do not like it, like it makes that area dark no matter how light the foundation you put is, you use the color theory to adjust that. And sometimes it's like a green area, a black area, and it depends on what type of color you want to correct that you use the color of the product. For example, if you're trying to correct a mustache, you're going to use like an orange product. You just apply it and then you blend it out and then you apply your foundation and it's gone. So that's how, if you want to attempt that, you can definitely mess around and find out what exact color works for you, or you can go on Google and just search how to color correct this color on my face, like redness, how to color correct a mustache. After this is all for foundation, like this is all you have to do. Next I'll go in with my concealer, the Milban Beauty concealer. Basic rule of concealer is you should use a concealer that is a shade or two lighter than you, and this particular one is like 2 shades lighter than me. It's in the shade 043. So the reason why they say this is so it can lighten up your face, apart from color correcting obviously, under the eye from the brush itself. And then using that little, I'm going to use it on my nose. And one thing about me is that I don't always contour because I don't see the necessity. It's like just a personal, preference. Use the beauty blender and then I'll blend it out. And what you want to do with the contour is you want to blend upwards. Do not blend your contour downwards. Well, you can do that because makeup has no rules, but I'm the one teaching you, so listen to me, because it's going to make you look like your face is falling in the worst way possible. As always, tap it into your skin, but also put like light gentle strokes into your tap, like you're tapping up, and then I'll repeat it for the other side. I'm done doing that. And also contour under your chin just to give you a more snatched look. Okay, so just a little over here, then blend it down. Moving on, after contour you have to set your face. You can't leave your face wet and gummy like this. So what I like to do is I like to use a loose setting powder, and this is the Ava Professional Loose and Hold powder. This is a really good setting powder. It's a little on the cover of the product. I just like to use this tool. I'm not really sure what it's called. It's like a sponge, and then I go in, I tap into it, go on my face, and then under my eyes I tap it under my eyes, like the place I conceal. That's where I go with it. And I like to go under the contour to create a sharp defining line. Then you repeat. Once you're done putting it on your face, you have to wait for it to set in. So just give it a few seconds setting. I'm going to be using this fluffy brush, which is actually powder brush. So I actually got it right this time. And you're going to basically wipe off the extra powder. I didn't apply it on my forehead because I told you guys to apply it where you put the concealer, but I didn't apply it on my forehead because I didn't want my forehead to be highlighted for personal reasons. After that, you want to bring some more color into your face, because as look right now, I'm looking a bit light. Where you contoured, you just go a little above that and blend upwards. This is also going to help your blush show a bit more. Make sure you don't just press into your bronzer and then just straight to your face. Dust it, the excess off, and then just put what's left on the brush on your face. And with a little slanted for my nose, not contour, just bronzed it up a bit, the areas where I contoured. My favorite parts when it comes to makeup, which is blush. I forgot to use my cream blush. I'm so sorry guys, but you're meant to put the blush after you're done applying all your cream products, so your concealer, your contour. When you're done with that, before you set your face with the powder, you apply your cream blush right at the apples of your cheeks, and then you blend that out. You should probably go watch my Instagram reels. I always do that whenever I'm doing my screen routine, and the videos are short, so you can basically watch them. I also have shots of those makeup videos, you can also watch that as well. Going in with this brush is also a slanted brush. I'm just going to tap into, oh my gosh, and then of course dust off the excess. You don't just put it straight on your face, you're going to regret it, trust me. See you on my next video.
Skirt, skirt, all niggas. Skirt up, all niggas. Skirt